Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Gryffindor Common Room. Yes, this is a brand new reaction series, a Harry Potter reaction series, where I'll be reacting to Harry Potter short fan films, short films, and Harry Potter parodies. There's a lot of P's there. Yes, but this will be where I start reacting to all my Harry Potter content here on the Gryffindor Common Room series. Now, I had originally planned this to be like a podcast about a year and a half ago, but so many things have been happening that I don't have time to bring people in for this to be a podcast. So it's a reaction series, but I do have it planned to have people pop in once in a while to help to react to the things with me. Some other Harry Potter fans. I mean, if you are a Harry Potter fan and you want to join this reaction series once in a while with me, I'll be happy to have somebody on here with me at any time during this series to react to short films, fan films, ones that either I haven't seen or haven't seen in a while, parodies that I haven't seen or haven't seen in a while, things like that. Because it's fun to see new things, and it's also a lot of fun to go back and rewatch things. But I'm happy to have anybody on here that's a Harry Potter fan to react and talk about Harry Potter. Because you're never too old to enter the wizarding world. Which reminds me, when the game is released, Hogwarts Legacy, I will be doing some gaming streams and some normal gaming uploads of me playing the game because I am thrilled. I am beyond excited to play Hogwarts Legacy. I get to make my own character, my own wizard. I get my own wizarding story. That's fantastic. I love that. Now, as the title suggests, for this episode of the Gryffindor Common Room, I want to do a reaction to a fan film that I haven't seen it before. I do know that it's in three parts. I have not seen this yet. I don't know why. I've heard about it, but I've never gotten a chance to watch it. And it's the fan film called Mudblood. But to a terrible word, I shouldn't say that word because I'm a Gryffindor. That's why it's called the Gryffindor Common Room. I'm a Gryffindor. Never mind the background or the hair. I'm a Gryffindor. I took the test officially back in 2016. Gryffindor. This is because I made a promise that when I hit 500 subscribers, I'd dye my hair green, and I did because I implore it to be very important to keep your promises. If you make a promise, please keep it. But I've been talking for almost 3 minutes. Let's bring this up because everyone here is tired of hearing me talk about everything else. So here we go. Mudblood Part 1. That is up. These are on in case you need subtitles on. Speaker volume is good. So let's do this in 3, 2, and 1. The following is a non-commercial film and is in no way affiliated or endorsed by Warner Brothers or J.K. Rowling. It is a fan film by fans for fans. Conrad Studios. All right, let's see this. I like that. Yes, I like this. This looks very good. The text, the clouds, the rain. I love this. And again, it is part 1. And I assume this has to do with the Muggleborns, hence the name of the film. Ooh, someone's using flu powder. I see. Now, is this our main character that we're supposed to be following? One of the first spells we see, she's using Lumos. And should I need a reference for anything, which I probably shouldn't, although I shouldn't, I have a list of spells over there. I mean, I shouldn't need a reference. I've been a fan of this franchise since I was a kid. Now, I can tell she's looking for somebody, but is the person she's looking for there? No, it's turned off. Good. That man has seen better days. Sisters. What sisters? Well, now we can see why he's sorry. Never too late for it's never too late to take a stroll. Thief. I have a friend that looks just like this with this woman.
How far did you think that a 16-year-old girl could travel still having
Oh, that's right. She's underage. Underage witches and wizards have a trace on them. The ministry can track you. Although I would assume any wizard or witch can track you if you have the trace on you. And I assume these are the sisters. The three of these women are sisters.
How filthy your blood is! Stupefying!
So she is a muggle-born, because only they get called having filthy blood. For those of you who aren't Harry Potter fans, Mudblood is a very bigoted term, essentially a racist term for a wizard or witch that is muggle-born, meaning they have no magic parents. Like idea of franchise favorite Hermione. I love these wand effects too. They have the effects are just so good. It is so hard and some oh, not the torture curse. I do want to say that I've watched a lot of very small, very short, very low budget fan films of Harry Potter, and while they're good, and I love that fans put work into making their own content for the franchise, it is so hard to find short films and fan films that have good proper wand and magical effects. You know, like the flute powder, fire, green fire effects, the spells coming out of the wands. Getting those effects is just so hard to find in these things. So when I find something like this, and Severus Snape and the Marauders, which I did a reaction to a few months ago, it's a blessing to me to find good effects that look like they could have came from the film, or at least very close to. Do you mind stop using the unforgivable? Thank you. The Crucio's curse, Crucio, is a torture curse. It is also an unforgivable curse because it causes traumatic amounts of pain. Ah, you broke the window. But her, just like Hermione, shows that even a Muggle-born can be a very talented witch or wizard. You don't have to be a mamby-pamby pure blood in order to be good at what you're doing. I forgot this guy was even here. That'll work. You could have told us earlier that you had a port key. I don't believe you for some reason. For some reason, I don't think we should believe you. Bellatrix. Are these girls members of the Black family? And you just now plan to tell them that? After they whooped your ass and did all this? Oh no. Killing curse, if you don't know. One of what I like to call the most unforgivable of all three unforgivable curses. There we go. When it comes to unforgivable curses, there are three of them. I think there should really be four, but there are three. It's the Imperious Curse, the Mind Controlling Curse, Cruciatus Curse, Torture Curse, and Avada Kedavra, the Killing Curse. I think the fourth one should be Sectum Sempra because it basically kills you. That spell is like having a sword cut deep wounds into you and extremely hard to heal, and you just bleed out. To me, that should be the fourth unforgivable. But well, it is what it is. So this person has heard the return of Voldemort. So this must take. I assume this takes place within the main some place within the main story between the ending events of 4 and into 5 and 6 and so on. Because Voldemort returns in Goblet of Fire, fourth film, fourth book. But the Ministry doesn't even acknowledge his return until the end of the fifth book. So this might take place sometime during the events of the fifth story. I mean, the Ministry thinks everyone's hiding something. Have you seen Fudge? Man's a lunatic. Quite personally, if I was going to send a top or out to find somebody or to do something, I'm going with Mad Eye Moody. I mean, he's crazy. Be crazy. But he's good. He's not afraid of anything, and he's tough. Good old Alistair Moody. Although then maybe it would not be best to bring Alistair because he might kill the girl. He tends to not care about the rules. That's whatever it takes to get the job done. Now, if Miss Warrington is the girl, which is the three sisters were after, then yeah, she's done something to cause some kind of trouble with them. She's a Hufflepuff. I have a lot of friends that are Hufflepuffs, a couple of friends that are Ravenclaws, a lot of friends that are Gryffindors. Only 2 or 3 friends that are Slytherins. But I got nothing against Hufflepuffs. They're friendly, they're loyal. Listen to her. It's not a date, sir. Still not a date. Cupcakes. They look delicious, but are they enchanted? Make sure they're not enchanted by something, like a love potion, poison, something like that. Although I don't think booze goes well with desserts. Milk, ice cold Coca-Cola, something like that goes well with desserts to me. But that's just me. I don't drink alcohol. Actually, for a good dessert in the Wizarding World, you might go for a good non-alcoholic butterbeer, whether warm or cold, depending on the time of the year. Ooh. What is old Jack over here wanting? Oh, this is the guy they sent after the girl. I like his outfit. Stalker. Ah, he was using a polyjuice potion. So that's what was in his flask, was it? He pulled Barty Crouch Jr. on us, didn't he? I think he did. Polyjuice? I knew it. When he changed like that, I was like, yep, that's fucking polyjuice potion. That stuff always tricks me. I don't see how people could drink it though. It tastes like goblin piss. Are you that desperate to hide your identity that the taste of goblin piss is suitable?
I don't think that's gonna help you forget about her. Unless you can figure out a spell that can do that. That's all I got. There is a spell. Are you afraid of getting caught? You're not even 17 yet. You're joking. And right over here. He doesn't care. You're an inspiration.
I mean, man's got a point. I mean, give me one bartender that gives a damn if you're under 21 and you go in there and place to drink. Give me one bartender that doesn't care. They sell booze. They don't care. You give them money, keep it in a little hush hush around other people. They'll serve you all you want. They don't give a damn. And it's unfortunate because they need to be more responsible. And here we go. I've just pissed off all the bartenders in the world, and they're now going to ban me from ever doing stand-up comedy in their establishments on open mic night.
It's a memory charm. It's called Obliviate.
I mean, yes, Obliviate is a memory spell, as you've said, but that erases a lot more than just one particular memory. I mean, unless you know what you're doing, your entire brain goes bye-bye.
Attempting to erase a specific memory could wipe out your memories entirely.
Yes, that's what I just said. You need to be very careful with that spell because it's not necessarily designed for just one memory unless you really know what you're doing. And I would only trust one of the most powerful wizards or witches to ever use that spell to erase a particular memory and not the entire mind.
Just don't let it, please.
Butterbeers be popping today, don't they? It's a lot nicer mug than I've got. I got my Butterbeer mug from the Wizard of Harry Potter theme park.
Shouldn't you be a devil? Well, with a break. I'll spend an operation right now,
That explains why he doesn't sound British or European. He goes to Ilvermorny. That's the American wizarding school. Hogwarts is in Scotland. It's the European one, but there's also ones in there's also schools in France and Belgium or Russia, one of the two. But Ilvermorny is for the American wizards and witches.
You'll have to excuse my friend. He's not normal.
That reminds me, I would love to see a film take place about Ilvermorny. You know, keep it in the same franchise, but make it focus on the American wizards more.
Are you boosting up in here again?
Ah, you busted. He does have some. He does have some responsibility to him. As butterbeer itself is extremely low in alcohol content. It's basically as alcoholic as a wine cooler.
I think it's better that you do.
But you add a whole bunch more to it, and to me that would ruin the flavor. It's supposed to be butterscotch.
I'm sorry. Just trying to be friendly.
Yeah, don't I know that feeling? Trying to be friendly with people when they bite my head off. I wouldn't feel safe walking in the woods knowing that there were three witches, very powerful evil witches after me. Would not be walking in the woods, even as tough and skilled as I could be. Would not feel safe being there alone. Especially laying down like that. Because now you're going to have to stand yourself up before you fight. problem with her arm.
You want to be a sister like us. Bellatrix. So proud of you.
I mean, they keep talking about Bellatrix Lestrange. Is she going to show up anytime in this in any one of these parts? Because this is like the second or third time they've mentioned Bellatrix Lestrange.
Must not fail me. What does the dog hold require? You must pass the initiation.
So those three are Death Eaters. I mean, clearly, why wouldn't they be?
That's not what it is. I've done anything wrong. Thought you. Help you, boy.
And that might be why they consider that a lot of extremist purebloods do not like for when other purebloods marry muggles or half-bloods, blood traders, they call them. Filthy blood traders. You can see how the wizarding world has their own form of racism. It's a terrible thing.
I'm so sorry. Please, don't do this. Are you ready to become one of us and bear the dark mark? She belongs to my little sister.
This poor man. But did she do it, or did she back down? Well, I assume that means she did it because she bears the dark mark. She's technically a Death Eater.
I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing?
Although the feeling I'm getting from her is she's like a Draco Malfoy Death Eater who wanted to become a Death Eater until they realized, oh, that means I have to do this, and if I don't do this, then old Mr. Darkwood, Mr. Nose is just going to kill me. And then you realize, oh, I have made a terrible lapse in judgment, and I wish to back out of this entirely. People who became Death Eaters who didn't really know what it meant to be a Death Eater.
Run away from England. Stayed with Cormac and Abernathy. Well, just master for Ellis Morgan. He's been killed, you know.
Yeah, she knows. She was there when it happened.
I'm on your side. Cormac was a friend of my dad's. If he trusted you, he must have had a good reason. He was kind.
He's seen the good in her.
Why? Because the sisters killed my mother too. Muriel. Muriel won't.
Hey, it's that guy again. Still, I love his outfit.
So you're the girl that everyone is after.
Apparently, even you too. I want that outfit. I would wear the fuck out of that outfit.
I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to harm you. I'm not of the state. I'm not to help. I don't need your help. Well, then that's cool. I'll fight with kids. When I leave, do you come with me? I'll never go with you. I shall not leave. But if you
That seems pretty logical.
I hadn't thought of that. That's a good point.
Very strange. Why'd you come in with the cloak and all that when you tried to scare us?
No, man's just got good fashion sense. Like I said, he's got a beautiful outfit. Hey, they're back, and he knew they were. He knew they were coming. Like I said, 2 seconds before they showed up. He's very good. I like seeing a good, proper wizarding fight.
Child.
Stupefy. Love it. I love how he talks. Yeah, someone's got a bad case of hearing loss. And her back is on fire. Her back is on fire. Is somebody going to put her out? There we go. Now, how'd that feel? Did that tickle your spine? I do like her wand, though. Her wand is pure as red. I do like that. So that's an interesting color for a wand. My wand's boring. My wand's a simple, I believe it's mahogany or something like that. I have a wooden wand in the bedroom. It's made of wood, but it's mahogany. I've had it for quite a while. Got a very pointy end to it. I mean, at least he can move again, but albeit very slowly. But please don't get your outfit too dirty. It's a nice outfit. Is that Helga Hufflepuff's cup? Is that a Horcrux? It looks like Helga Hufflepuff's cup. I thought so. I recognize that from the Deathly Hallows. It's a Horcrux. Did you have to hurt my man there? I mean, he's holding a goddamn Horcrux. Merlin's beard. I mean, if we're going through the canon of the franchise, clearly whatever she's doing with this doesn't go well because the cup is in Bellatrix's vault at Gringotts Bank. So clearly, she either loses it at some point or she gives it to the bank, something like that. Because Bellatrix knows where the cup is at in Deathly Hallows. Pretty sure it's illegal to wipe the memory of an aura when you don't work for the Ministry Girl, and in their eyes, you a Death Eater. Whether or not you left because you realized you didn't want to be one, you have the mark. So in their eyes, you a Death Eater. My man's got a time turner. That could come in handy. Oh, that's the end. The part one, at least. I like that. Like I said earlier, I like that this fan film has such great visual effects. from everything from the green fire, from using the flu powder, the wand, magical effects. Also, the acting. I love the acting in this. This was amazing. And now I have to kick my own ass because I didn't see this for so long. I've heard about this thing. I've known about this thing for so long that I don't know why I haven't taken the time to sit down and watch it. I really don't. But I haven't seen a lot of longer or fan films that are broken down into parts. I haven't watched a lot of those. I've watched a lot of 5 to 10 minute fan films of the franchise. But I really wish I had seen this earlier. But I guess it's a good thing I didn't because I get to use this as the first episode of my new reaction series, The Gryffindor Common Room, which is open to anybody who wants to come on here and help me react to these things with me and just hang out and talk about Harry Potter for 30 or so minutes. It's a fun time. It's a great time. It's always a fun time when the Potterheads get together and we get to just nerd out. Is there an after credit scene? Making sure. Okay, it doesn't appear to be. Okay. I like to make sure I don't miss anything because you never know when someone's going to put like a after credit scene or a post credit scene or a mid credit scene, and you're afraid you might miss something. But that was amazing, and now I'm even more excited to watch parts 2 and 3. And I've also got a few other fan films lined up, a few of them that are quite longer. But like I said, the only one I've reacted to so far was a few months ago, and that was Severus Snape and the Marauders, a fantastic fan film focusing on Snape and the Marauders. You know, Harry's dad, Lupin, Sirius Black, and Peter Pettigrew, fucking traitor. And it's very good. If you want to check out that video, I will link it at the end of this video as well. So I hope you all enjoyed this as the beginning of my new reaction series. Like I said, this was supposed to be a podcast when it first started, but so many things have gone on, so many things have changed that I think it works better as a reaction series. But it could also technically be like a mini podcast when you're doing reactions because it's also just people. It would be me and other people in here talking, offering thoughts, and having a laugh here and there about the franchise because I have been a fan of the Harry Potter franchise, the books, the movies, the prequel movies, and the merchandise, clearly, since I was a kid. The first film came out just before my 6th birthday. And the first one I saw in theaters was Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, the third movie and the third book. But I had that's actually when I became a fan, was when I was 9, because that was the first movie I went to see in theaters. After that, I wanted to see the first 2, so where the third one would make sense, of course. I started to read the books in the school library, and my grandparents, for my birthday and Christmas, every year when they could get them, I got the Harry Potter books. I got some little things from the, little merchandise things. Unfortunately, some of those things I've lost over the years because I have moved so many times in the past 9 years. But I've been rebuying some other stuff. Now, because of my dislike of J.K. Rowling, I separate art from the artist. Although I do not like her, I will not take my hatred out on the franchise that I've loved so much since I was a kid. I cannot do that. So I don't buy any Harry Potter merchandise directly from the Wizarding World store because I don't want her to have any of my money. I buy all of my stuff through third market people. It's Etsy, eBay, and from little local thrift stores and stuff that have the stuff. Any place I can get it that would make sure that J.K. Rowling doesn't get a dime from me. Because I love the franchise, love all the stuff, but I cannot support J.K. Rowling at all. But I will always support the Harry Potter franchise and the actors who play the characters that we've loved so much. And now I want to thank you all so much for watching this first installment of the Gryffindor Common Room. I really hope you have enjoyed this. I am looking forward to making more episodes. I want to do like one episode a week if I can. And until the next time we meet, Cheers.